Hey everybody, Skate211 here. We are once again on the test server, and we're doing some more of the Disruptor 6 stuff. I'm doing a max build. I'll show my build for Lancer here. Just wanted to show how it plays at max, or against max bots and max stuff. I don't know if actually all of these bots will be maxed, but it'll probably be pretty close to that. I did see some EM, well, there's some disc launcher fire too. So we're playing against some of the top weapons in the game, which is good. It might not be exactly the top builds, but it's going to be in that neighborhood, and because that's my goal. I wanted to see how this compares with that. I'm surprised that got a kill. All right, he was full health. He was facing the other way though, so maybe both of them together. I do feel like I'll have to have more dual fire to make this work as well. This is not, again, a high DPS weapon, especially at range, but I've played a few matches with the Lancer here, and if I get in close, I get demolished very fast, because even though this is maxed, it's a common, so it gets destroyed now, which is so sad for Lancer. You can't really utilize the jump the way you want to. I had matches where I was flying all over the place. It was super fun, but I'd often die before I could even get like 5 kills. You know, it's just like, it was very easy to die. And, you know, I don't need to show all those death matches, but you get the idea of how that would not work out well for Lancer. But doing something like this where you can keep the height and survey the whole field can still provide benefit to the battle, but yeah, it's not going to create tons and tons of DPS. It's going to be tough. I've had matches where I survive. I have struggled to get like 10 kills. Usually like between 5 and 7 is what I've done if I can survive. Let's get to the other side. Oh my gosh, I thought I could make that. I probably needed to go off the other roof just slightly to make that fit perfectly. But you could definitely get some solid play with this. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not a kill machine. But again, this is the 6, right? So if this were, you know, well, obviously I wouldn't be running it with Lancer. Okay, maybe hit those guys. There we go, hit a couple of them. It would be something where I'd probably run it with somebody else. I'd do more singleton fire, and, you know, it would run well. But I wanted to see how the 6 did, putting it all the way to the top of the test. It's not bad, but it's obviously not ideal, just like any 6 energy weapon would be. But seeing how this, okay, runs decently in this way, I feel like just okay, at least, gives me hope for how all the energy set is going to work. Oh man, this is a bad spot to be in, because I'm not going to kill them fast enough. That's one thing I will say with this weapon. I don't know if I said it before, but you do not want to get in too close with this weapon, because you're only firing a single one, and it's harder for your, you know, to get more of that path damage or the splash damage you want, and you don't have enough burst damage usually to take someone out. Again, that could change depending on how the damage output happens for the other variants, but for this one, it's just too low on most stuff. Ooh, okay, he didn't get me. He didn't get me. Oh, he hit the godlike. Awesome. That's good. That's good, good, good. That's what we want. All right, let's see what else we got back here. It looks like there's just one dude, and I think we'll have this if we just get this dude. Oh, also hard to shoot over stuff, I feel like. I can creep on the side and get shots like that. Oh, there we go. We got him. Ah, that was it. Yeah. So, decently viable, even for end game. Not super good, but when the 6 energy variant, even though I don't recommend it, can do okay end game, kind of like the EM6 did, this is going to be a strong weapon. You know it is, guys. This is definitely going to be one that's going to be useful. And at least it was fun to test it out this way. I felt like giving it a bit more of a test. But I don't know how you guys felt about it before, if you thought this wasn't going to be good. But after seeing something like this, I think it has the potential to be there, right? We can see these aren't quite max bots, like I said, but they're pretty high end, and it's, you know, it does well in that space. Not great against players, but you can see how the potential is going to do very well later on. But either way, you guys can let me know what you think. Is this a weapon or a set you plan to get? What energy sets do you think they're going to come out with? I assume they're going to come out with 5, because that's been the typical, but we'll see what they do, and you guys can let me know your thoughts below, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.